What's going on, Solid Steppers? This is Miss Ward coming to you. I'm down here in South Georgia, headed actually back across the Florida line to Tallahassee to grab some parts from Marcone. Got a couple of customers up here and been doing some interviews for some techs in this area. It seems to be a demand. Another one of these underserved areas. And I want to talk about that, about how you should really look into growing your business in areas where there is a need. You know, my business, of course, is based out of South Florida, and there's a huge demand there. But when you're thinking of not just scaling, but maturing your business in another way, oh my God, pecan plantations. Reminds me of my family property. We got plenty of pecan orchards down in a place called Morven. But that's another conversation. The reason I even know this area is because when I was a young child, I spent a lot of time with my great-grandmother here in a place called Morven, Georgia, and Quitman, Georgia. These are very small towns. But my work ethic was developed in those places where I had to get up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, go feed the hogs, pigs, chickens, all that type of stuff. So, you know, the backbone and the work ethic I had came out of these type of communities. So when I saw the opportunity to come this way and take advantage of some of the work that's here that's needs to be done and to build a business on top of it, I said, okay, why not? What the hell? I'm Miss Ward. I can do anything. I'm the queen of appliance repair, right? Anyway, the reality though is that when you have an opportunity, you have to step into those opportunities, but you also have to make sure that they're lucrative for you and all persons involved. So like I said, there's a lot of opportunity here, and you're dealing with a different type of customer base. So you have to structure your business accordingly. But I said all that to say is that there's opportunity anywhere in appliance repair. And you hear Mike Sneed always talk about how, you know, he did this business right there in Selma, you know, how they came together as a community and they're reviving the town and all that good stuff. And you got people from all walks of life, and there are things that happen in those meetings and behind those doors that are not for public consumption. Because in any group, when you're trying to move forward, there's going to be conflict, frustration, you know, things of that nature. But your maturity as an adult and a business person always dictates how well your business does. Also, your ability to have the vision and to see the future. Now, let me tell y'all something. Y'all not gonna see me out here driving at night out here on these roads. No, none of that. But the reality is, it's a welcome, slowed pace to what I traditionally work in, and I look forward to building out here and some other places. I'm not gonna get into those names, but those in my circle know what I'm referring to and why. I also have the pleasure of working with one of my students who I'm assisting on the other coast, which is Savannah. Shout out to Mr. Taylor. And him and I have done some joint ventures over there. So at the end of the day, you can never grow by yourself. You got to grow with somebody. Now, I always tell people that it was not my original intention to do this, but as opportunity presented itself, and because I'm always a businesswoman first in everything I do, I'm building that out. I'm also creating a course around it about remote appliance repair businesses and how you go in, structure it, and how you put the infrastructure in place. Because I think one thing that people really don't understand, in any business you have to have infrastructure. I don't care if it's just you. If it's just you, you still got to have standards of operations. You got to have processes and procedures for you to manage your own stuff, from answering the calls to how you bill out your customers, how you bill out warranty, how you handle your parts. Like, people don't understand, in each level of the game you can make money. So prime example, when I deal with warranty, I supply the parts because I make money on my markup and I make money on my labor, and I position myself to grow my business through that relationship with the warranty company. Now, people tell me that's smart. Well, it's not necessarily smart, it's just business. And that's what I try to get people to understand, They overthink everything. Mr. Sneed has made it, and shout out to Appliance Bootcamp. He always tells these guys, if you want to move, find a place where there's demand and move there and raise your family. Like, there's certain places in this earth that are still around that you can actually be in different environments. Your kids can get a good education and nice, wholesome living. Because, like, if I had some kids, you know, that's what I'd be looking for. I mean, if I had some that were that age. But the reality is that you got to move accordingly. And the beautiful thing about working in these places is that they're always overlooked. But let me tell you a secret. They're only overlooked by the outside people. The people who actually live here and people who have businesses, believe me, they know how to get the bag. Trust me, do not sleep on these backwoods country folk, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to get your feelings hurt, because they speak with that southern drawl to fool you. I personally do it all the time. People underestimate me on a regular basis. Shout out to Brooks County. You know, and in fact, I'm probably going to be going by some of my family's property out this way. And that's another thing. Let's talk about that. Now, that's a lot of people, and I'm not going to just point out a certain group, but y'all know who I'm talking about, who have roots in these areas that people moved away from for a better life. Well, let me tell y'all something. I have no intention of giving up any of my family's property. You know, because there are people who died and fought for us to have that, and so whatever we got to do to maintain it next level, I'm down for it. And I think that a lot of people forget that, you know, they out here struggling in the rat race when they can go back home and really live really, really well. That's just a food for thought. I wanted to put that out there, because a lot of y'all, like I was in a group, and there was a young lady talking about she moved back to Mississippi, got this and that for her family because she's trying to get her kids out the rat race. And you know, the unfortunate part about it is so many times people don't appreciate it until it's too late. So if anybody has an opportunity to go back to your roots, wherever that may be, please, if you've been thinking about it, look into it, because those communities need you, and whatever you went out and got, it's great to bring it back and share it with them. You know, that's just life. It's called growth. So at the end of the day, y'all, you should be able to do appliance repair anywhere. And the beautiful thing about appliance repair, it is a cash flowing business if you manage it consistently and properly. You know, you can do just like Mr. Sneed says in ABC Appliance Bootcamp. He talks about your relationships with the warranty companies and being based on labor only, and allow the warranty company to supply parts. Shout out to my brother at DCNF, Darian Clark. He's always talking about, you know, opportunities, whether it be Assuring. He's really on top of Assuring right now, pushing everybody to go sign up. You got to realize, when you sign up for those companies in areas like this, you're on the top of the totem pole, because you're the only one there. And if it is somebody else, to be able to come and service these communities with the skill set, like with me, there's no doubt that I'm going to just blow the hell up wherever I am, because I'm very strategic. And I'm only strategic like that because that's how my mind works. People be like, how did Ms. Ward get to be so strategic? Well, you got to realize, every platform, I've always been in non-traditional fields, from automotive to welding to electrical. You know, I have worked these things, the tech trade side, my entire life. I can't help it. I happen to have a brain, and I had a mechanical ability. That is an advantage, and many people do. They just shortchange themselves because they don't believe in themselves. You know, everything I know today has been from failure and obstacles and trials and tribulations. And this is why I'm not always so eager to give away my stuff for free, because I know the price I paid for it. It's just like the people in the church say, you want the anointing, but you're not willing to pay the price for it. Y'all better ask somebody. That favor ain't fair. So for me to be a woman and to come out and be able to brave, no matter, like, people be like, how the hell is she everywhere? I'm everywhere because I'm always going to be where the bag is. Trust and believe, I'm built that way. I was born to win, and I know that. So the only thing stopping me from success is me. So I watch what I intake mentally, spiritually, and physically. I watch the people I'm around. You know, if their minds, like I just talked to one of my round table guys this morning, like, shit, we just talked about this 2 weeks ago, and your ass is already there. Like, really? I'm like, bro, that's what we do. We don't talk about it. We just put it in action. And that's the name of the game. You got to stay steadfast. You got to stay focused on your the goals, and put it in action. And then you got to keep people out your head who don't know shit. Because that's the biggest deterrent, is listening to these dummies, man. I'm talking about, man, let me tell you something. Time somebody come out their mouth sideways talking about how you gone, well, what about my ass? You feel me? That's exactly how I feel about it. I mean, look at all this land I just went through. This is crazy. Y'all realize the kind of development and stuff? Like, people do not understand. I do. Do not sleep. Don't sleep on opportunity, people. Remember, y'all gonna look back and remember this conversation. Y'all be like, damn, Miss Ward said it. He damn right. And I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm just trying to run my business in a way where it not only will be profitable, but remain profitable. See, a lot of you guys don't understand when it's time to move and expand and new levels. You know, can you imagine the contracts, the government contracts, the opportunities? Like, y'all sleeping. Like, prime example, I'm going by this dealership called Cass Birch. And the entire time that I have been up in Valdosta, all I saw was advertisements for this dealership. All I saw was advertisements about they have no truck shortage, and they got plenty of trucks out there. You better believe I'm going to hit them on my way back about equipment and things of that nature, because I'm in equipment. What? Man, this is wild. Y'all don't know, I'm having a flashback right here, boy. When I was a kid, I used to walk these streets. And when I was little, they looked a lot bigger than they look now. Boy, that's something. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to get sentimental on y'all. I gotta stop this video, man. Humble beginnings, man. Jesus. Woo. Man. Man. And this is on that hop skipping away from Valdosta. Man. Great grandma. Many things, man. I've seen many things in my life. Had many experiences right here. But with that said, y'all, I'm gonna wrap up this video, because I'm about to take a few minutes to reflect on how blessed I am and how far I've come. You know, sometimes y'all gotta say thank you to that higher power, you know, because believe me, where you begin don't mean that's where you're gonna end, people. Be blessed, and remember, every time opportunity knocks, just step up. Don't worry about it. It's already done. The path is already made. You just have to step it and take that leap of faith. So this is Miss Ward signing off. Be blessed. Keep stepping, solid steppers. And guess what? Never look back, only look forward.